Hello everyone, this is Maureen from Maureen's shop, and today I'll be showing you how to crochet the classic granny square. So the classic granny square is also sometimes referred to as the traditional granny square. It's a piece of crocheted fabric made in rounds using clusters of 3 double crochet stitches. They can be used to make just about anything from blankets to sweaters and even bags, but my favorite project to make with them are blankets, and I have a couple of free and premium patterns you can check out on my website. So a classic granny square is about 4 to 5 rounds, which is about 4 to 6 inches, but it's a matter of preference. You can also make it as big or as small as you like, or as the project you are using or the pattern you're using calls for. How long it takes to crochet a granny square depends on your project, but a typical granny square, which is about 4 to 5 rounds as I mentioned, should take around 15 to 30 minutes depending on your speed. For this tutorial, I'll be using DK yarn and a 4mm crochet hook. To start your granny square, you're first going to make a chain of 4. One, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to join it to the first chain to form a loop. For round 1, we're going to start off by doing a chain 2. Then you're going to work 2DC into the loop, yarn over into the loop, yarn over, draw it out, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then you're going to chain 3, 3DC into the loop, three chain, 3DC into the loop, chain 3, and make our final 3DC into the loop. Chain 3. Then you're going to finish off your round by placing a slip stitch in your second chain of the beginning chain 2. The reason why I like working a chain 2 instead of a chain 3 is because when you work a chain 3, you get a space over here which becomes quite unsightly as you continue to work on your granny square. So I work a chain 2 and you get a perfect square. So moving on to round 2, you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 is going to count as 1 DC and a chain 1 stitch for the space. And you're going to work 3 DC, chain 2, 3 DC into this corner space. Chain 3, 3 DC. Then you're going to chain 1. In the corner space, we are working 3 DC, which is also called a cluster. Chain 3. Three DC. Chain 1. Again. 3 DC. Chain 3. 3 DC. Chain 1. 3 DC. Chain 3. Then you'll work 2DC. Then you're going to end your round by placing a slip stitch into the second chain of this beginning chain 3. And there you have your second round. For round 3, we are going to chain 2 and work 2DC into that chain 1 space, chain 1, and you're going to work our corner space, which is 3DC, chain 3, 3DC. Then you're going to chain 1, work a cluster into this chain 1 space, which is 3DC. Chain 1 and work 3DC, chain 3, 3DC into your corner. Chain 1, 3DC into the chain 1 space, chain 1, and you'll work 3DC, chain 3, 3DC in your corner space. Chain 1 again, 3DC in the chain 1 corners, in the chain 1 space, chain 1. In our last corner space, you're going to work 3DC again, chain 3, 3DC. Chain 1 and join with a slip stitch into the second chain of the beginning, chain 2. And you can see the granny square is taking on a lovely shape. So you'll continue doing this throughout however many rounds you're going to make your project for. You can make your granny square as big or as small as you want it. So with the classic granny square, you just need to remember 3 things. You need to remember to work 3 DCs into each chain 1 space. You need to remember that there's a chain 1 before and after every 3DC of the edge. And you need to remember that for the corner spaces, you work 3DC, chain 3, 3DC. And that's it. Very simple. You just need to know how to do DCs and chains, and you have a very lovely granny square that you can use to make blankets, sweaters, and even handbags. Thanks for watching this tutorial. See you in the next one. Bye.